Eric, please stop.
Daddy's gonna have a
Stop, Eric. Please. Please, for the love of God, Eric, please stop. Yes, people, we got another WWE UK edition show, meaning that it was pre-taped and most of the stuff was edited out. So during Seth Rollins' segment, everything felt very unnatural. You may wonder why, but I know the reason. I've read somewhere on Twitter that people booed the crap out of Seth Rollins, but because of power of editing, it was edited out, and instead, the crowd was basically mostly silent. To give you just a bit of an idea, this is the original reaction. Yeah, that's pretty rough, and this is TV version of that same reaction. Yeah, it's a bit different. So if WWE are trying to hide people's reaction towards Seth Rollins, it basically says that we should not expect a Seth Rollins heel turn anytime soon. Stop, Eric. Eric, please stop.
Sexiversary.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Greatness of Raw, your favorite wrestling show on the internet. I guess they didn't fly out the original stage to the UK. So many things didn't make any sense. So many stuff was edited out, so it felt like I was watching how Vince McMahon wants Raw to be like. Boring. And boring. Basically twice as boring, that's what I'm trying to say. Very original. So let's start from the beginning of the show. Monday Night Raw kicks off with the WWE Women's Tag Team Titles match. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair versus the Kabuki Warriors. Let me ask you something, people. How does this match make any sense in the world? So last week, I think, Natalya and Charlotte Flair beat the Kabuki Warriors, meaning that they deserve a championship match. So either Natalya changed a little bit, or this doesn't make any sense at all. Why is Becky Lynch in that match? Did they just assume that we forgot? Is that what's going on? If for some reason Natalya couldn't travel, couldn't you just delay the match for next week? This made no sense whatsoever. Anyway, we got the match. I'm not saying that it was bad, it was actually quite long and pretty enjoyable, I guess, but it was illogical, that's the biggest problem. Anyway, so Shayna Baszler interferes and gets on the apron for a distraction. But SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley appears out of nowhere, pulls Baszler off the apron, and they brawl at ringside. And this basically leads to Asuka getting the pin on Becky to retain the titles. After the match, the Kabuki Warriors stand tall as their music hits, and we go to replays. So that was basically it. So I don't know how I feel about this whole thing. It was pretty unneeded, unnecessary, and that was basically it. I should also remind you that before the match, we actually got Becky Lynch talking. She's the man in Manchester right now, and that was basically it. I don't even remember what happened. Then we got a pretty cool backstage segment between Randy Orton, Ricochet, Humberto Carrillo, the OC, where basically all of these people are arguing, and you know, basically AJ Styles set up a 6-man tag team match, the OC versus Ricochet and Humberto Carrillo, but you know, they're not gonna find a third partner in AJ's opinion. Randy Orton interrupts and he's like, I don't think they're gonna have to search for long because Randy Orton is gonna be that tag team partner. So we all know that Randy Orton is the best as a heel, but at this point, maybe it's for the better because in my opinion at least, Raw doesn't have very good baby faces. People don't like these, you know, smiley baby boys who are just gonna smile, win, and shake the hand. That's not what people want. Like people like Humberto Carrillo and Ricochet. These people are great wrestlers, but their characters are horrendous. I'm a superhero, and I'm gonna show that superheroes actually exist in real life. Seth Rollins used to be a good babyface, but they ruined him, so Randy Orton is the last option in my opinion. Kevin Owens is a good babyface as well, but you know, you need more. So basically, Randy Orton is a face right now. Not sure how I feel, but mostly positive. Then we got Drew McIntyre versus Sin Cara or a Christmas tree. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, Drew McIntyre hates Christmas. I cannot stand Christmas. And that's why Sin Cara had to feel the Claymore. So I took the W on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, so that was that. Drew McIntyre is facing people like Sin Cara. He should be in the title picture. Not facing Sin Cara, that's what I'm trying to say. We get backstage and we see a pre-recorded promo from Eric Rowan, and he acts like he's doing a baby talk to a camera. I don't know what's happening, but that was cute. That was very cute, people. I want to be the camera. We got a 1-on-2 handicap match between R-Truth versus the Singh brothers. And that was basically to build this whole 24/7 championship stuff. And people, like, you realize that this title is basically unimportant right now, like, at all. It was entertaining at first, now it got stale, nothing new, so I don't really care. Anyway, they decided to run away, and they ended up in Eric Rowan's locker room. So Eric destroyed them, like, basically they just destroyed them. He threw a couch on them. And R-Truth then came into the office, locker room or whatever, and he was like, you guys need some privacy, and he turned the lights off again. So that was a pretty cool segment. Out of everything that happened with the 24/7 championship during the last 3 months, that was the best thing, basically, by far. But, like I've said, the title is not entertaining anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not entertaining anymore. We got Seth Rollins, and people, this man got booed. Even with the edited audio, you can still kinda hear it. He's talking about Triple H, Finn Balor, the NXT champion Adam Cole. He admits that Triple H did light a fire under him. Rollins says NXT is where he started, but this is his home. Monday Night Rollins! And he issues an open challenge. Anyone from the United Kingdom's best, basically. And we got the Imperium, so we got basically the UK champion Walter versus Seth Rollins. You guys know I don't like NXT UK, right? I had to watch Raw. That's already bad. This time I had to watch Raw UK edition. NXT UK edition. Nice. Anyway, we got the match. It was pretty nice. Something different, so I appreciate that, as always. But we got a disqualification after the goons started to basically destroy Seth Rollins. We got the Street Profits for the save, and then we got Kevin Owens, who got a big pop. Okay, we got a bunch of people attacking one dude, and then a bunch of people helped that dude. What could that possibly mean in the WWE? I'm not quite sure. Let me think about it. Tag team match? Nah. Not in the WWE. A multi-man tag team match in the WWE? Nah. Yes, we got an 8-man tag team match. It was fine, I guess. Everyone looks the same in the other team. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even care about the match, but I did like the ending. Basically, we got a rolling stump or whatever it's called. That looked pretty good. I liked it. So the winner of this match were Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and the Street Profits. I didn't see the spoilers, and I still didn't care. Then we got Cedric Alexander versus Andrade. I think this happened for the second week in a row, and it was great. I enjoy it. You know, Buddy Murphy, Ali, Andrade, Cedric Alexander, Ricochet, all of these guys are always fun to watch. I always love watching them, you know, wrestle together. And of course, because of Selena Vega's interference, Andrade won the match with a big hammerlock DDT. That looked nasty. And that was basically it. So, you know, at the end of the day, these UK shows feel like house shows. That's basically it. They feel like live events. And that's not necessarily bad, but, you know, for us, like, why would we care at all? Look, Aleister Black is still not wrestling, I should say again. And we got this Lana segment, so, dude, like, that's a lot to talk about, but I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible, unlike Bobby Lashley. So basically, 7 weeks ago they shagged with Bobby Lashley, yeah. They did the thing, but she's pregnant. Yes, but she's 9 weeks pregnant. Do the math. She got really booed during the segment, but I gotta be honest, people, I actually kinda liked it. This storyline is bad, but it's the closest thing to the Attitude Era we have right now, and I cannot really complain anymore. I thought it was entertaining. As bad as it was so bad, it was actually good. Baby Machka is in Lana's belly. Anyway, Rusev interrupts, and they start talking about it, and you cheated on me, and whatever, you get the point. And then Bobby Lashley came out, and they destroyed Rusev. Then they started kissing, and Rusev is devastated, so she's not even pregnant. That's what she said. He believed I was pregnant. I am not pregnant. One thing's for sure, I'm going to remember the fact that 7 weeks ago, Lana and Bobby shagged. We got Eric Rowan versus Sonner Durson, the next big WWE superstar. I was shocked when Eric Rowan won, honestly. I was really shocked. After the match, Rowan stands tall as his music hits. He goes out and grabs the mystery item that he set on the announcer's table. I don't know what's inside, but something alive, probably like a bird or I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm trying not to mark out because, I sometimes imagine that it's just a little Brock Lesnar's cow inside of the cage. A little cute Brock Lesnar's cow. We got the Viking Raiders versus Flash, Morgan Webster, and Mark Andrews, basically from NXT UK. I didn't really care, but the match was not bad. These two are very talented wrestlers, all four of them actually, and the Viking Raiders ended up winning the match, of course, the Raw Tag Team Champions, and that was basically it. Now, let's go to the important stuff. The Raw Survivor Series team has been announced. Before that, I should mention that we are getting a triple threat mid-card champions match. I like that. So basically, North American champion, United States champion, and the Intercontinental champion. This looks like a marquee match. I cannot wait. Let's talk about the Monday Night Raw team. The captain Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, Ricochet, Kevin Owens, and Drew McIntyre. Good. Wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest. And of course, we got the main event, Randy Orton, Ricochet, and Humberto Carrillo, I don't know how to pronounce him, versus the OC. So, it was a pretty nice match. It's hard to get excited about a 6-man tag team match on Monday Night Raw, or basically in WWE programming anymore. But, I only cared about Randy Orton. The guy just turned face. Is he really a babyface, or he's still a heel? Like, that was the match that we, had to watch to find out. So, that was kinda decent. Anyway, we got this pretty cool spot in the end where basically we don't know who Randy Orton is going to target. His partner, his enemy Ricochet, or AJ Styles. He was about to RKO Ricochet, but then it seems like he was joking, and he RKO'd AJ Styles. So that was basically it. We got a moonsault, I think, or whatever, and they won the match. So Randy Orton is a babyface, but he made sure to say to Ricochet that he does whatever he wants, whenever he wants, to whoever he wants. So yes, Randy Orton is kind of a babyface right now, and probably going to be one of the top people on Monday Night Raw. I would give it 6 out of 10 because it was a bit better than SmackDown, but wasn't necessarily very entertaining. But I did like the Lana segment. I do like Randy Orton turning babyface. So I guess something cool happened. We got, Raw's team announced. So it was pretty mediocre, but I don't think it was that bad. So thank you for watching the video, and as always, the great one, peace, love, and hugs.
Hey, Daddy's gonna have a good day. Hey, Daddy's gonna have a good day.